did that a minute ago. I had it run, and then I realized that's Berkman, so it's not even them anyway.
The Billiard brothers, they're from Russia. 26. Do that, brother. Sponsored by everybody. Thank you very much, guys.
26 just started their first game.
What? Yeah, go for it. Yeah, I think it's 15 after. If you get here late, man. Yeah, anytime, buddy.
He knows that game so much better than me.
What's that?
I said he knows that game so much better than
he
me.
knows
I'm
better than me, too.
I sit here going, I don't need anything. I'm not saying shit.
They've done so much commentating. Him and Joel Beck have done so much commentating together.
I know. I was just like, yeah, I'll just step out of the way here.
Oh, fuck that.
He's all over it.
Shit up with it. Shit.
Because all my clothes got ruined last night. No, I mean, walking out where shorts. Okay, because all my clothes got ruined. Drink this. We were wrestling around and the drink got spilled in my bag.
Alright, now he's racking. I don't know
So
if
I'm
that's.
going to have to go home and take clothes. I'm going to go back to the shorts.
No, I don't see it about it.
Still no can, huh?
4 more minutes. Dude, I was tired earlier. I gotta say, I feel fucking better now, man. It's weird.
back in.
He said, so he corrected me yesterday. He said, say it Salim.
Salim.
Yeah, just a stronger A, because I told you it was Salim.
Salem.
And he said
Like
Salem. Like Salem.
Like
Oregon.
Salem, but Salem.
So Germany, isn't he? I remember watching him at the upstairs in the action room last year. Someone was streaming that last year up there. Germany.
Well, your boy gave him a good fight.
And a chance, man. Yeah.
Yeah, he was up. He won a game, and he was up 3 balls to 1 in another.
Yeah. Yeah, you can't rest on your laurels though in this game. Being up a few balls don't mean shit.
Now when the guy can jump up and run 5 on you, it's all over.
Yeah.
Even if he only made 5 balls, 16, that's fine.
How do you feel you talked to him?
Yeah.
How do you feel about things?
I think he's disappointed. I mean, he's thrilled that he got to play him for sure, but
He won a game.
yeah.
Sometimes knowing that if you had done better, you could have won is a really powerful thing. When you're like, I'm good enough to win.
I'll tell you when my game jumped the most is when I grew up playing in Alaska. Right, so there were some really strong players, and I played myself right here. But when I first went down to Vegas and played at Masters, and I watched the pros play, and I watched them miss a shot or two. Got it? You know, you don't ever see them miss on TV, right? They don't show you that, right? They'll show you a save.
Everybody
They
does.
don't show you a shame, right? I saw them miss, and I was like, oh, yeah, well, that's not that bad.
Yeah.
My confidence level went up big time.
It's a big one. I think that's.
I see him choke. Because you know, you choke and you're like,
That's what I do is choke.
well, we all
It's my
choke.
fucking time, totally. Yeah, but once you convince yourself that, that's what
Once
you
you,
do.
yeah, but once you see one of the big dogs doing it, you're like, shit, I'm not that bad. They choked.
Yeah, I think
It
Joel
could help
said
your confidence a
quite a
lot.
while ago. He's like, I'll step in when I he's not. He's not shy.
Like 10:30, no more matches.
Then it'll be in the morning.
Not on the first
Maybe there are more entries this year.
Also, if you watch the box score, like Gilbert 10:30, they'll say all the people are at 10 a.m. and then it's 6 o'clock.
Everybody keeps looking this one. Well, I wish pool was good. Pool is boom. Absolutely.
Have you looked at, I don't know if you've really checked out the Jersey City.
I don't know.
The only thing I want to say, I invited 10 people. Every day I get 10 to 20 people asking to join. This group 12 days ago.
Telling everybody.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, that's what I did with the Billiard shop.
And there is a certain still marketing. Yeah. And all you're doing is marketing to a broader audience, but you're still saying that this is how you get to it. You still got to pay.
10 a.m. No, but if you put me tonight, so if you put me tonight, I'm not playing 10 a.m. No, we can wait and see if you
Everybody started
all right, you guys want to.
It's funny, I'm gonna say this. Everybody's wow. Fargo's goes down too. This is how I compare it. Right? Machines and 800 so club, you got goals, right? Before it was just like, oh, you're a master player. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
I think the biggest thing about it is that it's taking the human element out of the rating system. It is a rating system. You can doubt it, you can disbelieve it, but they're going to keep putting the information out there. And it's only going to get better.
Oh my God. All second tier sports streaming something. All second tier sports.
My friends watch people wouldn't drink.
Yeah, pretty straight.
Right? I think if everybody just wants
Advertisers start paying dollars.
but the shit is everybody bitches about fucking days.
Yeah, or whatever. Exactly. $50,000 matches upstairs. We can't get the sports.
So they're getting their careful with all that. 50,000 back on the shit.
Talking about it, you mean?
No. Talk about it.
Yeah, no game.
Half of that.
Yeah, there's no one in there.
No betting goods.
Not supposed to. Jimmy, they're supposed to do that big bunch of
Right.
all this shit. As soon as Shane found out that there was a he's like,
He's back to my
there's
first
too many people going, oh, there's 100,000, but then there's like, they pay this guy 5, this guy 5, whatever, we'll split the stream 3 ways or something. Right, so you gotta be real careful. It's the same shit, fucking cool to start with. So when you group match, you fucking challenge, it's whatever.
They all bet on the least player. The videos are on YouTube.
So they can get that one big score, right? Instead of, they just played it up and up.
Last week, mine's on ESPN. I don't even know. My buddy's playing on But that's the
The other answer is,
Will Jefferson's playing every time. Will.
sorry, they kill all the games. The other answer is, sure, we'll do it, cost you $20,000.
Everybody's playing this shit
And
short-sighted.
the pool tournament had no rights to the bidding. Right? Well, we can go pay 20 grand to have somebody come put you in PD.
All right, we got Tyler Styer against Can Salim.
I think it's Salim.
Salim, okay. Salim. Okay.
You threw a Tyler Styer in there, too. I always throw that extra L in there, too.
Oh, I do. You're right.
Yeah.
It's not Styler.
Yeah. He's a styly dude.
Perfect. Okay, Styer. Okay.
All you gotta do is hit record.
I did. I did 20 minutes ago. We forgot to hit record once. You might not have heard about it.
No. Well, it wasn't recorded. Got away with it.
I don't want to talk about it. It wasn't recorded.
Exactly.
There's no need to talk about it. Thank you
Moving
very
on.
much. All right, 9-ball, 1 rail, top right, bottom right. Yeah.
Yeah, this is going to be a quick match.
My vote, that was Tyler. I couldn't see him, but I know Tyler's wearing black.
I believe so. Yeah, boy, I was just watching him warm up and whew,
Black long sleeve shirt. He always
hitting the ball. No, that wasn't him.
It wasn't him.
No.
Okay, well, Tyler is wearing a black sleeve shirt.
Yeah, and like I said,
But so
when
is
I was
Cam.
saying this is going to be a quick match, I wasn't saying which way it's going to go. I just know both these guys hit the ball really good. I was watching Tyler warm up, and holy cow.
I at the bar table championships, I have a thing where if I'll try and find a pro that looks bored, and I'll offer to play him $5 a game, 9-ball, rack your own, winner break, which is basically asking if you can buy
Can
them
I rack
dinner.
for you? Yeah.
And but I'm not going to go to dinner with you,
Yeah.
which they like to hear. Yeah, so I had the honor of playing him a couple years before he really became a known guy, and I knew what a nice kid and what a friendly kid he was. He was right away willing to play me $5 a game. Rob Sias is a guy that was right away willing to play me $5 a game.
Yep.
It's always nice when a pro recognizes what's going on and says, "Yeah, I'd love to make a quick $60 or a quick $100."
Totally.
And, yeah, it's that rack for yourself and break that they like to hear.
Yeah. Well, I tell you, this is the great American truth right now, stepping up to hit this, to play safe on this 6-ball. He is just phenomenal. I know Mosconi Cup, they were saying he's the most technically sound American player of all time.
Yeah, exactly.
And I think that's the truth.
Yeah. Okay.
What do you need?
Yeah, no, he
Got her.
his fundamentals are just perfect. I feel like his fundamentals are so good. I don't know if you've been watching Cole Gibbons play lately, but Cole Gibbons he's really fine-tuned his fundamentals, and his stroke is looking really good. And I feel like Tyler has that same move.
I've heard him have a few different conversations, and every single one of them has been about nutrition.
Really?
And I find that interesting because
Really?
he just seems like such a disciplined, focused young man, and it shows in his game.
Yep.
I mean, everything is so crisp, and it's a straight shooter right there. Just drawn back to that rail. Looks like good speed.
Yeah.
Well, we got that Bigfoot table booming in the back there.
Yes,
Sure.
yeah. Corey Duell playing Dennis Orcolio, 0-0.
That's
Bigfoot
awesome.
Challenge. Yeah, go check out AccuStats, and you can also get there from the Derby City Classic website.
Who do you like there?
In that match?
Got to go Dennis.
Oh, I got to go to Dennis. Yeah, Dennis just magically good. I've seen him play in person enough times.
Yep. He's amazing.
He is. I've gotten to play him and Warren Kiamko on the bar table.
Yeah.
And
that Chinook wins
they
open.
just do not get out of line at all. And also
Never.
I think 15th Street. They don't get out of line. They just run out. It's just amazing. It's inspiring. It really is.
After that big match with Scott and Dennis a couple years ago, I know Dennis came straight over. It was like the next week he came to the bar table championship. And, it was just awesome.
Yep.
Everybody's like, oh, Scott's not going to be playing. I mean, he's not going to transition from that table over. And Dennis is like, I'll play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Seriously.
And he didn't do great, actually.
Really?
I think he was he might have been 5th, 6th.
Okay. I played Edgy Geronimo at the bar table championships, 8-ball, and I beat him 5-0. But I got the feeling he didn't play a lot of bar table 8-ball.
Uh-huh.
I don't think that was his game.
It's a different
He was
beast.
straight from the Philippines. He had family with him from the Philippines here with him. He was on some sort of a visa. And, I just don't think they play a lot of bar table 8-ball.
No.
He made a couple kind of key mistakes that I think he was surprised.
Well, and that was one of the things that I was thinking about the Bigfoot Challenge over here is you have, 16 of the best players in the world. None of these guys are shy about shooting a shot. And they're playing 10-ball, so, it's a pretty open table.
Yeah.
You're going to see a lot of run racks. As long as these guys are breaking good,
Right.
it should be real consistent running. But there's been some really interesting matches.
Yeah, there has been.
I'm excited to watch more.
I think I could see banking the 6-ball down to the bottom left corner.
Mm-hmm.
Some people like
I like
back
that
banking that
4-ball.
2-ball. The 4-ball on the side?
Yeah,
I guess you're right. The 5's not in the way, is it? No, yeah, that's a good call.
I literally have to lay my cue out on the table. Beautiful shot. To see those shots, to see if I got room.
No, I know what you mean. Well, maybe same thing,
6?
huh? Bank the 6.
Yeah, it looks like he's got room to take that 5 if he's not comfortable being that close to his work. Yeah, I think probably just throw that 6-ball over. Little wide, man. Great shot.
Yeah, and he didn't leave him much. That's the nice part about that speed and that accuracy, too, I guess, really, to be honest. He only left him, the 3 or the 5. He's
probably
going to
play the 5.
Bank cut, yeah.
Might play the 3 if he's worried about making or might play the 5 if he's worried about. Might play the 3 if he's worried about making contact with the 3 shooting the 5. That's what I was trying to say. Got it out there.
Yeah, no, I know what you mean. Yeah, I think the 5 is the most natural.
Yeah.
I bet he goes with that. Well, it seems to be what he's shooting.
Little
off.
Well, didn't sell off that 8 ball. That was the scary part of that shot.
Yep, exactly. Yeah. God forbid you leave that cue ball anywhere.
Yeah.
Even or underneath that 8 ball. Yeah, you basically just left him the easiest bank that he knows about. Yeah. So the 3 ball, I'm not sure if the 1's in the way for banking the 3 straight back.
I think he's got it. All these, well,
they hold it up nicely.
Yeah. Wow.
Yeah.
That's it.
I wonder if that 1 ball honestly kind of helped him aim it a little bit.
Mm-hmm. And at this point,
hey, man.
Is he going to try and sneak that 8 ball right back at him?
I doubt it just because it breaks it up. Oh, look at he is.
Oh, man.
That's a little scary, though, because if you're up ball count, same with 1 pocket, you want them clumped as much as possible, and you want him to work really hard to catch up to you. As soon as you spread things out, Tyler might bank 4 in right now in a row, 5 in.
Yeah.
At least that's the philosophy and theory I'm used to from playing 1 pocket.
I agree. Yeah, this run and gun race to 3, though. I mean, these guys there's some aggressive players out there.
Right.
I was playing a fellow that's going around in a cart here, and he kept making fun of me for playing safe. He's like, not shooting that ball?
Were you in a match or practice?
Oh, we were in a match.
You're in a match, and he's making fun of you.
Yep. Hit the ball good. Owns a place up in Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati. That's not too far from here. All right.
Man, a good shot, too.
Yeah, from the West Coast, this is far away.
It is.
Right? Coming from the West Coast, you hear Cincinnati, Chicago, you're like, oh, that's because we're in that neck of the woods, aren't we? We're not that far away.
That is true. Yeah, a lot of these players are like, Oregon.
From Oregon. I'm like, Cincinnati? That's crazy. There was a movie about Dr. Cincinnati or something, the Cincinnati Kid. I don't know.
Yeah, somebody asked me if I was from Seattle after I said Oregon. They're like, oh, Seattle?
Like, did you say heck yeah?
Heck yeah. That's me.
Yep. I was in Nirvana.
I like the long rail on the 7.
Yeah. I don't think I like anything, but yeah, that's probably the best. That's probably the best is kind of a let it slow rolly drag over there on that 1 rail. Probably don't leave him much if you miss.
He just doesn't want to roll out and sell that 1 ball. Yeah, because that's a scary little midsection of the table over there. The 1.
I wonder if the 1 technically banks to the bottom right-hand pocket.
I think so.
And the 6 stops it from scratching.
Or helps it scratch. That's just as scary when you get underneath that. No,
is he
he's
making
gonna
a
be
ball?
just fine. Guess so.
Yeah, he's pocketing the 6.
Trying to get right up.
Okay, because now the 6 spots up and stops the 3 ball bank.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and the 3 stops from hitting the 1 ball.
Does it stop the 3?
Ooh, oh, I see what you're saying. If he goes in between the 1 and the 6.
Yeah, I think he could.
Yeah.
3 right through there.
No, you may have a point.
Not sure if he's gonna, but.
Yep, I think he agrees with you.
Just draw this back, sit it right on the rail. It's a pretty free shot. Oh.
He tried to hold it up.
Yeah.
But you know what he really tried to do is get that cue ball back.
And he nailed it. And that's how you want to be shooting every bank when you're up 3-0 in Tyler Styer.
Yeah, geez, yeah. Oh, God forbid you scratch right now. I mean, that is your worst case scenario.
I don't know anything about that.
Yeah. So I think it's this 1 ball now. I think he could go either direction, either left or right, to get it in the top, left or right pockets.
Mm-hmm. If he's shooting. You got to imagine he's gonna, but I don't know. We'll have to see.
No, I hope this isn't a scratch shot. If he does do that 1 ball bank to the right, top right, it's a little scratchy. Okay, good for him.
Yeah.
Oh, this was scratchy too.
Ooh, man, oh man. I watched him thin in a couple balls, and he was throwing the ball just with that outside kill stroke. Incredible.
Like magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can just tell those young eyes, man, he sees the edge of the ball so well.
Yep.
It's been really fun watching him, Mosconi. Man, just pumped
Oh
up.
yeah, yes. Oh,
Bad
he's
shot.
one of my favorite Mosconi Cup players. We've
Yeah.
had years where I didn't necessarily like everyone on the team, and
Uh-huh.
I like Tyler a lot. I like Sky a lot.
Oh, no way.
I want to have a team we can root for.
He just
That's too
fouled.
bad.
That's a really, I mean, you called that one for sure. So he's actually going to stay at 3 because he made one there and then lost it when he fouled.
You can explain it to me later. I'll just change the score.
Just tell me the score.
Tell me what to do.
And leaving himself a straight. I'm really surprised he took that 7. He was trying to play safe, and you can tell he's just not. He's used to getting back to that rail, but not playing a layup shot.
Just one rail in that 8 ball.
Yep.
Oh man, he's just a tiny bit off.
Yep. Once those start falling.
Yes.
Well, Ken with another really good opportunity here. You just passed this 5 ball, or is that the 3?
Yeah, it's the 5. It's the 5. I have a little trouble with those two, but I'm pretty sure. Good. The thing about that shot, though, is he really needed to make it or he was going to leave an easy shot for his opponent. So good for him.
I don't know what easy shot he left, though. I mean, that 1 ball goes, but he's got to worry about that 8 ball.
Yeah, I think maybe that 8 ball will cross over for him.
The 8.
I think because of one pocket, these shots are pretty familiar for these guys. We'll see. And if the 8 wasn't there, possibly that 1 ball would bank over, but it's hard to say.
Oh, yeah, a little wide. But cue balls
That
right
may
back
even been
there.
a safety shot. He may have been playing safe. I don't know. Just because he missed it by so much, you know what I mean? And the way he hit it was an odd way to hit it if you're trying to pocket it.
Yep. This is going top left corner.
Yeah.
And you're probably not leaving yourself anything, so no real sense in trying to play shape here. You just want to make this ball.
Yep.
Still a little short, and this isn't going to look good for Tyler. Oh, unless it does exactly that. Man.
I think he's got to cross bank that 7 ball.
I think so, too.
Yeah, the
Which
2
means he's
makes
gonna
it a
make the
little
2.
funny. Yeah, it's a little funny.
I think he can stiff that 8 if he wants to. Going to the top right.
Yeah, he's pocketing to put it
pocketing
in the
it.
clump and bringing the cue ball down table middle or
Smart.
bottom rail, I imagine. Oh, he didn't get enough spin on that, I don't think. Oh, no, he got there. Good
Beauty.
job. He got there.
And right in the center there. Tyler probably going to pocket the 2 ball, try and leave the cue ball back in the same spot.
Yep, I agree with that.
I'm trying to look up Ken's Fargo here.
I have such a problem with internet.
The internet is
I had
stunning,
this big
yeah.
master plan that this time I was going to Wikipedia all the players.
Uh-huh.
And at home, I know nobody cares about this. I'm telling my story anyway. At home, I'm checking some Wikipedia, and sure enough,
Yeah.
all these players have a page, and it's going to be great. I
Yeah.
get down here. We're in the corner of the casino that is made of 8 feet of
computer.
cement, the walls, and
Yeah.
I can't get internet to save my life. And, yeah, I can't. Tyler plays real good. That's what I can tell you about him. He played in the Mosconi Cup.
Yep.
I forget what state he's from. I don't know how old he is. I'm sorry. That stuff's on the internet, and I can't access it.
Somewhere between 21 and 22. We know he's over
I
21.
literally might
Yeah.
print out pages next time. 20 pages. If you did 20 pros and brought
sure.
them here,
Yeah.
you'd be ahead of the game,
Yeah, and between the CSI on demand and doing the Fargo stuff, you can tell a little bit about the unknown players also.
Yes,
and that's really
yes,
nice.
yes, exactly.
Look back at their accolades a little bit. Well, Tyler's just not really getting to see a shot here. He's still looking.
No, I agree.
I wonder how used to playing bank pool and playing a safety-minded game of bank pool.
Right. Bank pool is its own thing. I mean, there's just, bank pool is its own thing.
This is a really funny 2-railer. I actually think that 6 ball goes, but it's very strange to me that it goes. Yep. Oh, maybe he's playing at 4.
That's a nice try.
Yeah. Yeah, if you catch just to the I mean,
Yeah.
close as you can to that pocket. For some reason, it gets around there.
It'll spin for you.
Doesn't make sense in my mind, but I've seen it go.
Now, I like this one with some right-hand English and taking it to the bottom left corner. Now, but I think he might. Oh, no, he's doing something totally different. I was talking about the 6 ball.
Just gonna
He's
go ahead
breaking
and-
that clump, but I guess when you're down the 0, you
He
want
needs
the
those
clump
balls
breaked
open.
out. So now his opportunity is to break out that clump. That's
It gives him a
unfortunate.
chance to win the game, and the fact is he's down 4-0. I don't think he's worried about dropping the first game.
If he had made that, he's straight in on the 8 bank.
Yep.
Yep.
I like a lot of shots here. I actually might play the 7 ball just because I like that pass with high inside. 8's probably the smarter shot.
Yeah, I don't know what at this point, I only know what I watch these pros play, and they sure like that straight up and down. To them, it just
Yeah.
seems like a straight in shot. And so, yeah, I would expect him to shoot at that. But yes, I like you. I like a lot of kind of one-pockety shots, and that one you just described to me is kind of a one-pocket shot.
Yeah.
I'm familiar with it. I know the speed. This, I feel I have to shoot at center of cue ball and kind of pop it a little bit,
Yep.
which, you know,
Absolutely.
is not always my favorite.
What's going on right now is the shot that Tyler shot last time. He wishes he would have made that ball, but the fact that Cans had to sit here and think about this is exactly his intention. And, yeah, if you got a guy that's up 4 balls and he's worried about shooting, you just made a good shot.
Right, exactly.
Because, yeah,
Yep.
with all those clustered, there's no real threat there.
No, and Ken could basically do whatever he wanted, and Tyler's never going to run out. So, yeah, breaking those out was a big move.
Just
Now
playing
he's
the
got him
one,
scared.
lower left. That looks a little.
Oh, nice
man.
shot.
Taking that first one down and doesn't sell anything out. That's a really great shot.
Nice. Subpar text, is that right?
Yes. Game count.
Cam has 1, right? Yes.
Yeah. It is Can, not Cam, right?
Can, no, it's Can.
All right. Just making sure I get it right.
I just like to say Cam.
Yep.
Modern Family.
You big fan?
I am a big fan,
Yeah.
yes. And there's a character named Cam, and yeah.
Is it a relatable show for
It's
you?
a
and your mom?
relatable show. I don't know. It's funny. How's that?
Yeah.
It's on Hulu. It
It's
has
on
a lot
Hulu?
of things going for it.
Man,
my wife likes it.
My Hulu situation's messed up. I just can't take the commercials. Can't do it.
Yeah, I don't have commercials on Hulu.
You don't have it? You get the fancy Hulu?
I have
Maybe
fancy Hulu.
I need the
Well, I think fancy
Hulu.
Hulu's $2.99 more a month.
Oh,
man.
is it? All right.
Yeah,
all
I
right.
think fancy Hulu's. It's pretty affordable. Yeah, I don't watch any commercials on Hulu.
All right. Well, I'm
I
so
feel like
fancy.
I'm
I'm
showing
stealing
off
my.
now. I'm bragging about my Hulu account.
I have several stolen passwords to different borrowed
you
passwords.
need better stolen passwords. That's your
I guess I do.
problem.
Well, we're making friends right now.
Now I know why my son calls me every 3 days to find out what my password is on various accounts.
Man, that's why he's
Yeah.
got to say, "Text me the password, Dad."
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, always
Then he
got it in the
copies and
logbook.
paste, copy
Yeah.
paste. All right, so here we go. Oh, now I did the game, but it did not change it.
Nope, you got it. Game count.
Oh, and it's yours. Okay,
You
good
did.
call. Thank you. Oh,
Oh, man.
he's down 1.
It's giving him a ball. Man, scratches will kill you in this game.
Yeah,
that could
this
be said
game's
for-
difficult enough without.
Without giving balls away. See if he makes. Is he marking it in any way, or they're just remembering? They're probably on it enough to remember.
Hey, I've tried real hard, and I can't do it. So, Can owes a ball.
Yep.
We're all going to remember that. If you're at home, help me remember. Just say
Negative
something on the
one.
chat.
Can is -1. Yeah.
That's funny because this is recorded, and it's probably 2027 right now that you're watching this. So, but anyway.
I did some recorded matches with Railbirds.
Railbirds,
last year,
sure, of
and
course, of course.
The whole time I was talking topical stuff. Just like that. Kevin just has to keep being like, none of that matters.
You might as well tell stories about Hogan's Heroes or something.
Oh,
you know
yeah.
what I mean? For all the
huge.
relativeness that has, right? Yeah. Okay, so we're still correct. 3, 3, 6. Okay.
Got a free shot on the 7 ball. Just hit it, draw right back to that rail, and it goes right between the 5-1.
Yeah, I'll buy that.
I think that's about. Oh, he's crossing it.
To this,
Nope. He's playing safe on it.
I like your shot better.
Yeah.
Your shot was
like
the
it
same
could've
thing,
gone.
but you could have made it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Taking a break.
Oh, taking a break. Okay. Yeah, no, I agree. Hang tight, folks. Just talk amongst yourselves on the chat.
Well, we've got a cue removed from the table. Not sure if we're back here yet. I see feet walking over there.
At least they're thinking about it.
Just expect to play at 10 a.m. But not tonight.
Yep, here we go. We're back at it.
Did you guys do Brumback and Ollinger earlier?
Yes.
Who got that one?
Rumback did. But
Was it a blowout?
no, Alex actually got 2.
Really?
Yeah. I believe it was 2. But he was definitely up, I know. And
That's awesome.
yeah, Rumback said he even told someone as he was walking away, yeah, I had to come back on that one.
I saw John
He was
in the
4
hallway.
out.
But yeah, I was glad to see his name on there.
I know the last rack he ran 4 and out for the win.
Mm-hmm. Nice.
Be a diehard.
Yep. Well, John's bound to do that. You don't get your picture hung up there on the rafters. if you
3
don't.
times,
Yeah.
at least. Yeah.
A couple in a row. Not a lot of back-to-backs up there. John's one of them.
Yeah.
Well, getting back here. Whose shot is it?
I think Skyler. Tyler just shot, I think.
Yeah. We're playing up off that 7 and back up table.
Yep. Nice and safe.
It's great control. Yep, you're right about that. Tyler stepping back to the table. Shooting from the rail. He's going to be getting used to that. That is a thing. You keep playing the same safe shot, and eventually, especially these really incredible players, they just adjust so well that...
They just figure it out.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I'm going to have to shoot everything from the rail. I don't see him firing a bank here. Yep. I'm not quite going to get there, but it was a nice shot. Controlled that line really well. That inside took a little bit off the speed. The shot here, I think Ken's going to take it. He's got the 1 in that upper right-hand corner pocket.
Oh, check your shoot now.
Make sure, if you're leaving yourself for the 5, you want to make sure you make it. He wasn't. He was playing secondary safe. Now
Yeah,
one's gonna
back up
spot
table
back
again.
up. Yeah. Kind of a free shot here as well. That 5 ball goes. It's pretty close to that 6, but I think it goes right between that 1-6 gap. I think that's what we're going to see him shoot. Could shoot the 1 back at him as well.
What do you think he'll do with the cue ball? Kind of draw it back some? And
Yeah, I don't think he'll end up following the ball. I think he'll just kind of stun the cue. Putting most everything you got into just making this ball. You're not going to sell a whole lot. You're not going to get a whole lot, but hopefully you can make
a ball.
Nope.
Oh, he
And
went
he
down.
didn't. He went down to leave himself shape on that 7.
Yeah.
That's a good example. I mean, I'm afraid to take the risk on that shot to sell out like this, but he's
If you
confident enough
miss
making
that ball and then sell this out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not sure if
definitely.
you can pop around the 7 ball.
Oh, your mic's back.
Looks like he'll try. Interesting thing about this shot is watching the cue ball. It looks like a kiss, but that cue ball has so little distance to travel that it's just going to pop right out of the way of that 7 naturally. Just hits the speed to get it out of there. Great shot.
That's a fun one-pocket shot right there. That's one, once you get the hang of it, you just feel like it's going to go every time.
I'm still lying to myself every time. I'm like, it's going to kiss. It's going to kiss. And I measure it out, and I'm like, it's not going to kiss. Still looks like it's going to kiss.
I think it's...
Tyler's got 2, I
This
believe.
is a hard one to explain, but I think it's Danny Delaberto says that if it makes a perfect square, it's more likely to be a double kiss. And if it makes a rectangle, it's less likely to double kiss. So like that shot you're talking about where that's a rectangle, right? If it's here, and I know people on the screen can't see it, but if it's here, then that makes a square and it's more likely a double kiss.
Yep.
If it's an even amount away from each rail and it makes a square,
Yeah.
then it's more likely to double kiss. Is a general rule of thumb. It doesn't mean you can't avoid it in certain situations, but it's much more likely to double kiss than a rectangle.
When
you know
both
what I mean?
balls are equidistant.
Yes,
It's
exactly.
also imagining you're hitting about 50% of the ball, or about a half ball hit.
Yep.
But yeah, I love that as a rule.
And if you don't like that, you can talk to Danny Delaberto.
I would love to. I'll say I don't like it just to talk to Danny. Where's he at?
Right?
Bring him in.
Last year, buddy Matt McInnes took him to
Yeah.
lunch or took him to dinner and interviewed him, and
Matt actually asked me, he's like, if you could ask Danny one thing, what would it be? And I was like, ask him how he feels about the comic they made about him. And I don't think Matt thought it was funny at all. I think he thought it was way cooler than I did. I would love to talk with Danny and pick his brain, but
yeah. Okay, the 3 ball, I believe, goes 1 rail right back to the top left.
You see that whole thing? Oh, yeah.
And I could be wrong. The 4 ball, there's probably something we could do with it. And
Yeah,
other than that,
I think you can push past that 4 ball.
he could probably slide off the 9 ball, too, and put the cue ball in between the 1 and the 8 as a safety.
Yep.
But
I like
there's-
your shot on the 3.
If I'm right that he can really see it. If that 6, if the edge of that 6 isn't in the way.
I think he's
Now,
all
if
right.
he misses this, he's going to leave that 9 ball.
Right,
Yeah,
but
see?
Caught the 6.
He shouldn't have listened to me.
Yeah. Is this thing bugged? Yeah, I mean, this is a great out table right here. Cans down 2 balls, but I mean, oh, he's going to pass the 6 to start with. I would have thought he'd start with the 9. But
Wow.
love that.
Nice.
Just knock that 9 in a better position. I think he's got a line on the 9 ball, too.
Yeah. Yep. And enough room between the rail and the ball to get in there and jack up a little bit to keep the cue ball drawn back and out of the way.
Mm-hmm. I'm probably playing the 8 ball from here,
I'm
but I
thinking
can
the
see
8.
why. I think this is a test of a 1-pocket player to a bank pool
Got to
player.
watch the scratch on this one.
Yeah.
I totally agree. Yeah, and see, he put the English to keep it go up table to keep it far away from scratching.
Boy, that doesn't look good. Tyler's running a couple here. All right, there was that ball that he owed, so he got it back. We remembered, right? Hey, how did Steve
Was
do
that
against
today?
Tony today?
Like
was
15 minutes.
It was a really fast match.
Steve beat him that quick.
Yes, it was. Well, listen, I guess saying that, I'm not sure who won. It was sure a fast match, though.
I talked to
Man.
Tony. It was Tony.
Tony,
Tony just
yeah.
smiled at me. He said, "Sorry about your buddy Steve." I said, "Yeah, we were commentating. We looked over there 15 minutes. It was over." I guess Steve said he ran 4 and out the last 2 racks.
Yeah.
I think Tony Chohan would have to be in the top 5, certainly in the top 10 one-pocket players in the world, which means that banking ability.
Probably Bank's pretty
Pretty
strong.
good.
Yes,
Yeah.
yeah.
I was just about to say I don't think I've ever seen Tony hit a clean bank in my life, though, which isn't true, but he's just so good at working off balls. I feel like Banks doesn't totally encompass his
He
broad
has a
skill
bowl in
set.
the China shop style of one pocket that
Well, doesn't he
pans
in
out,
one
though. At the
pocket
end of the
too?
day,
It's incredible.
It pans out. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, yeah, he's
He had a 1 pocket too, though, right?
yes,
I mean,
he'll
yeah.
do shots where you're trying to figure out that couldn't have even been on purpose. I mean, that's how rough he is with the table sometimes. Where you
Just
think
brutalized
you couldn't
it.
have meant to do that.
Did he stretch? Oh, he did stretch it enough. These tables are finally starting to stretch. Yeah, I actually made commentating one of Tony's matches. I made one of his highlight reels. Joel saw it and tells me the time
Okay,
immediately,
that's cool,
and it's
yeah.
just because I'm freaking out about some shot he made. I was just like, no, he's not.
Right. That's
I was
cool.
going nuts. He's amazing. It's really fun to watch that guy.
Yeah.
Damian Pomponik got on a highlight reel of Venom, Florian Venom,
Yeah.
shared a thing that he did where he kicked 2 balls in a row during the Northwest Cup at
Oh,
Sam's.
yeah, that was great.
I was commentating that.
Yeah,
I started,
that
was that you?
I started
phenomenal.
calling him Damien Pompikick.
Okay. Well, yeah, you should.
Pomponik, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
those
so
were
funny.
phenomenal kick shots.
Well,
And I was there when it happened and thought, yeah, whatever.
Then missed that ball and went 4 rails and went in. Or maybe just 2. It might have been the 2-railer.
Maybe
That
it
was
8.
wild. What an incredible event that was. That was just
Oh, the
awesome.
Northwest Cup's been so fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
they've been amazing.
I can't believe he's not playing that 3 ball.
Oh,
Had a great line on that 9.
Well, maybe because he's had good position on coming down on that 8 ball.
This 8 is tight.
Yeah, it is tight from there now.
I think he's good, though. Do you like playing this high inside?
no. Where the 8's sitting right now, no, I wouldn't bank it.
He's got that
I would
perfect
prefer,
line.
honestly, I'd prefer the 8 was a little lower and I'd try to hit it. I'd try and do a twist shot with it.
Uh-huh.
But here, there's just not much I can do with it. I can't make that.
2 ball's a good shot, too.
Yeah.
Oh, a little short. And you didn't see him miss any of those in that first game, and it seems like he's kind of let up just a little bit. I just don't think you have any room to let up on a guy like Tyler. Tyler's 2 balls away. There's a straight back and a clip.
Right.
And I like. Hello, speak of the devil. I was just talking about
That's
these guys.
Kevin and
Yeah.
Sherry Ross from Railbirds.
Yeah.
Here to put in work. I
Yeah.
like it. They're going to set up and they're going to do the streaming thing, the recording thing.
Do work.
Our partners
Well,
in crime.
welcome.
And Sherry
That's
Ross
good.
is the most knowledgeable commentator that I've ever heard. So she gets big points for that, too.
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, sure. Her level of knowledge, and which includes things about the tournament, too. She knows where you're at in the
Yeah.
tournament and what round you're in and who did what
you
last
go.
year. And I'm serious.
Wait a minute.
Yeah.
Did he have?
Yeah.
It was 4-0.
Yep. I think that one
Was the
he
one he
gave
owed.
it back. He owed that one, and Tyler already had two.
I don't think it. I'm going to
Right
call
there.
foul.
Yeah.
Lost the game.
Now, I would like the viewers at home to notice that I act like I knew what was happening the whole
The
time.
entire time.
I have not made one comment about us having the score wrong, because whatever.
Yeah.
Again, I get this messed up. How do I change the
Subbar text.
Where?
Subbar text up there.
That one, right? Yeah, that's what I'm having trouble finding.
Yep.
1-1.
Yep.
Uno. So is Tyler making that 8-ball in the corner here in his break?
I don't know.
Just a hard rack, so he's probably playing that wing ball.
Yes.
Good looking break. I think he can get to that 2-ball. Boy, he makes that 2, he's off to the races. All right, 1 on the break.
Does that? Yeah, I guess the 2 does go, doesn't
I
it?
think he's got room.
Yeah. That 9-ball, it's just hard to tell from the monitor. I would believe it
If it
either
looks
way.
close,
if you
I
told me
found it usually ends up going.
that it goes. Okay.
Nice shot. And man,
Yeah, my money was on if he's
is-
shooting it, it probably goes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, probably. He's not still trying to figure out this game, you don't think, right? Yeah.
I'm just gonna give it a whirl.
Physics, interesting. Okay. Solid object doesn't go through solid object. All right.
I think he's probably gonna push up high enough for that 3-ball next.
Oh boy, good shot. He
Rattles it in,
almost,
yeah.
but he robbed the pocket because of what he needed to do. He needed, like you're saying, he was trying to get shape. He's ready to win.
Yeah.
That
Yeah, he
was
wants to run this.
probably a little scary having Can get up a game on him, and he's like, okay, I gotta.
Put an end to that.
I don't care if this guy was on the Moscone Cup or not. Apparently, Can plays good enough to get a game on me. I better play this serious.
Did you hear that in the Moscone Cup there? Kachi hits this bank shot. Somebody was like, oh, I didn't know this guy played bank pool. And I did one of the Kachi matches last year, and he broke and ran one of the first racks he played. It's
Dude.
like, you know, just
Yeah,
because somebody doesn't play a lot of bank pool doesn't mean they can't bank the ball.
Yes. The first
that
time
level, yeah.
The first time I became aware of Kachi, what did he in the Efren Reyes retirement tour tournament? He ran 15 in a row, 11 in a row. He did something like that. He ran out he broke and ran
the
winter
set.
break. I forget what the Efren Reyes one. That's one Rahana did commentated to. Anyway, yeah, and they
So
interview
cool.
him, and he says, well, sometimes I do that. I mean, I'm not saying I expect to, but yeah, I've done that before. And yeah, sometimes
Yeah.
I run 15 racks in a row. Oh, okay.
There's
Well,
just not a lot of players in the world. Wow. I don't think he called that 2 rails.
No, he didn't.
no. Okay.
That was one
Cam's
that I-
got one.
Thank you.
Looks like he's moving some lint in front of the 2-ball, so he's probably starting there.
Yep.
Probably going to clip that 9, so he's probably going to have a good leave there on the 7 afterwards. Oh, rolled a little far. He's got a beautiful little straight back on that 1-ball. That's what I imagine he'll be taking next.
Yeah, I wonder if you like that 6-ball with some left to throw it. You know, if you hit that 6-ball straight into the rail with some left, it twists back to the side or back to the right-hand bottom corner.
Man, these balls that they can just stiff straight back.
They're so good at stiffing the balls, man.
Yep.
You know, it's just, and the 9-foot gives you a lot of room to stiff it too. Unlike the bar table, there's more room to work with, so you got more room to catch up.
Yep. Oh, a little wide. Man, and he's looking at the out there because, yeah, he's looking good, but now Can
Now
is
he's
in
got a
great
problem.
position.
He's got a problem
He
now.
needed to make that ball big
Yeah.
time. This could cost him.
So Can's going to draw this ball. He's probably going to end up a little bit low to have a good return on that 1. Oh, pop back up.
Good for him, though. Just
Look
making
out,
it's
cue
worth a
ball.
lot.
Look out, cue ball. Hoodalally.
He couldn't scratch because I was marking it up.
Yeah, naturally. Just sitting there.
Yeah,
No,
so your arrow
no,
was
no,
in
no,
the way.
no.
Yeah.
Right.
I gave a pop on the table today, and I forgot you're not supposed to do that.
Oh,
I didn't realize that was illegal. What a shot. Muscles it in there.
did anybody say anything to you?
No. Man, all the competitors that I played have been really, really great.
Everybody's really nice, aren't they? Yep.
I think a lot of people in this room have learned there's nothing more infuriating than losing to a nice guy. Can't even be mad at him.
Yeah.
God.
Well, and I think this is an event,
Sitting
too,
there.
where if you're not a pro, you're just kind of glad to be here.
Exactly.
I think most
Yep.
people are in our position where you're either pro or you just think it's neat to be a derby. You know what I mean? So
Exactly.
everybody's in a pretty good mood about the whole situation. You're
Yep.
a derby.
I've had
you
a big
know.
smile on my face losing every single time. My
My
whole
only-
goal this time was to win a match. And
My only question is, how's everybody feeling about 4 or 5 more days and after they've lost a bunch?
Yeah. Yeah.
And something crazy goes on in 9-ball. That's what I'm waiting for.
oh, yeah.
We might see a little heatedness in 9-ball.
Yeah, I'm excited. I was just hitting some 9-ball to warm up for Banks earlier, and the guy that I was playing was like, I can tell you're a 9-ball player.
Nah.
I don't think that's a compliment. Banks.
Not when you're
That's the
playing
kind of thing
back.
you say to a 15-year-old, right? Yeah.
Oh, looks like
That's
you like
funny.
that Bangers game.
Yeah. You like to hit them hard, don't you, kid? You like that draw, don't you? You
Ooh.
love draw, huh?
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yee draw. This is in the pocket.
Are you planning on playing the minis? There's a 1-pocket mini and a 9-ball
No,
mini
because
and
I
a Banks
just
mini.
found out about it,
$40
and
to
they're
get
already
in.
full. I
Okay.
totally would have played.
Okay.
I'm bummed.
I'm not interested in doing the Banks, but I'm definitely interested in doing the 1-pocket and maybe the 9-ball.
Is the 1-pocket open?
No, they're not taking sign-ups yet. They do it as
No,
it
the
goes.
Banks is already full.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
But
I
I'm saying
got you, the
1-pocket. They
1-pocket.
won't. Yeah. You got me. Tomorrow 1-pocket starts, so day after tomorrow, 10 a.m. should be sign-ups for a 1-pocket minis.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So instead of doing like
And
a
by the
second
way, I just
chance
made that
tournament
up.
like we.
But I think I'm right,
Perfect.
but I did make it
All
up.
right, well, sign me up.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm not signing up for shit. It's $90.
Fine. It's $90. Yeah, I don't mind at all. Just leave me cash. I'll-
$30 service fee.
Well, I like this 4 rails a lot more than 2, but I think he's probably going to play the 2-railer.
Yeah, I
Two-railer
think
is
I
safe.
slow roll into the 9 and put the cue ball in between the 9 and the 7 ball, leaving no bank. Now the problem is if that 9 ball bounces up enough, you're going to leave my bank. But I just don't know what else to do. You could slow roll into the 6 ball and hit the 6 between the rail and the 6, and it will not go, and you wouldn't leave anyone a bank.
Yeah. You can also overcut the 7 and come back up table.
Yep.
You're
That's
saying come to the right edge of the 9 ball and back up table?
Yeah, to the right edge
Yeah.
of the 9, and just let it sit there. Yeah,
I like
just,
that
you know.
shot.
3 rails on the side.
Now, see, this is, this makes sense, though, because even if you had
Doesn't
left
have
him
a
a bank,
pocket.
there's no
Yep,
balls
that's
down
it,
here.
yeah.
So he was working on the same theory we're all working on as, how
is
can
the
I
bank in the
not leave
side
my
right here.
opponent some?
Or
Oy.
the Z bank.
Yeah.
I think a lot of players are going to shoot this in the top left-hand corner, 2 rails. I actually made that shot in my last match.
Really?
I made a 2-railer. I was pretty excited.
I don't. If you remember Carlos Cadena, Carlos used to make this one on me a lot. He did not really like to play 1-pocket, but he would gamble some 1-pocket every once in a while, and I'd leave him this shot. And, yeah, he just banked that 9
Drilled
into the
it.
left-hand corner pocket like
And
it was nothing.
catches there. I think he knows how to bank short, and that's how he does. Oh, he's
He's going the side
stunning this.
rail.
This is what I was watching him shoot. It's just that thin edge of the ball with a bunch outside. Yeah, that's hard, though, when you're that far away from the ball. It's just
Yeah.
not going to catch
Yeah.
as much as you'd like.
Boy, this reminds me of a situation in 1-pocket where you try and bank it to your hole and always regret doing it,
Yep.
This, you try and cut it perfectly to bank it to your hole, and it just does not seem to pay off. 2 rails?
2 ski.
And that's
A little short.
Oh, that's not so safe. You need the cue ball to get up more.
Going to get fortunate here. It's going to sit right in the jaws. Wow. Yeah, that is very, very fortunate.
Well, Mike Massey would make the 9 with bottom left and spin it down and pocket the 7 ball, too, so that both balls spotted
Both
up.
balls spotted. Yeah. I've tried that shot a few times, and that's why I don't shoot it anymore. I usually end up making
Yeah,
one
yeah.
or caroming off the 7,
I'm,
scratching
I'm
2
actually
rails.
really good at that shot as long as I'm not at Derby City
Huh?
playing on the recorded TV table.
Yep.
Yeah.
That is a thing.
I got no chance in heck of making it in that situation. Yeah, boy, this is tough action here. What do you think he's trying to do?
I think he's overcutting the 7 ball. No. Do you think he just wanted to sit more so that the 6 was blocking it? Because
Yep.
I don't think he wanted to leave
I
that
think
bank.
he would. I think he wishes the cue ball was 3 inches to the left. Because right now he can
Exactly.
back bank that 7 ball to the left-hand pocket, left-hand bottom pocket, obviously.
Still got to watch that side pocket a little bit, but
Oh, it's the one thing with the pros that I gotta always keep in mind is that any second they might bank to the side pocket.
yeah.
Yeah, he did more left on that. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
He did not need that.
Oh, 7. Oh, no, doesn't double him up. He's still got it.
Yeah,
He's got either one of those, actually.
I believe you're right.
Yeah, I don't know how many times we're sitting here wondering what they're going to do, and then they bank it in the side 2 or 3 rails just from nowhere.
Right. Now he always has the option on this one of making the 6, but then he leaves the 7.
Make the 6 and get underneath the
Yeah,
2.
yeah, exactly. Yeah, because if he makes the 6, it spots up and marries to the 9, and then put the cue ball there.
Just stiffen this 9 ball. And watch how wide this 9 hits to catch straight. Oh, hit it wide. He hit that softer than I seen him hit it.
Oh, took out the banking with the beard shot with that side pocket. Yeah, he's got to take that 7 ball bottom left.
Coming back at him. That one's rolling wide too. It looked good coming off. I like playing safe here. I actually like to overcut this 9 ball to miss the side pocket to go back down by the upper right-hand corner.
I don't know what I like. I might have to bank that 7
See 2
over by the
railing it?
6. Just put this. I'll put the 7 on the 6 ball, just to make them less bankable.
Thinking that
I
too.
like groups of balls. Oh, now see, well, he did the same thing he did 3 minutes ago.
He did. I
And
didn't think
he
he
kept
liked
the
to
cue
go
ball.
back.
Right,
He
left
kept
that
it
over.
side,
Cue
so
ball
there's no
more
bank
over.
with that block ball.
I don't like leaving him this back bank.
All right,
either.
I think we're about to see it. 9 ball side pocket.
Huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's that. I've seen him shoot that. Some of the pros shoot that shot a few times the last couple of days. Yeah, he doesn't like anything to do with that 2 ball, so.
He can play that 9 ball 1 rail. I know he can catch enough of it to throw it down there. Yeah, well, he's wondering. Taking a break? Huh?
Okay.
Oh, yes, he is. He's headed to the bathroom. Interesting time for a break, but all right. We're going to do the same. We'll be right back. Don't go anywhere.
Oh.
All right, Ken, stepping back to the table here.
Yes. We just found out Cannes Fargo. I'm impressed.
758. Or
I am
that's
impressed.
a guesstimate. He just won the U.S. Open qualifier. They were saying they filmed where at? Michigan?
Right. Where?
I think Michigan.
Michigan's a nice place.
Yeah,
A lot of lakes.
That's what
a
I
lot
heard.
of lakes. And I think it's 748.
748.
I think it's
Okay.
748. But yeah, either way.
Leave it to me. Blow it out of proportion.
What matters to me is that's very high, Fargo. I did not
Yes.
realize,
Once you get 700 club, I mean,
No
that's
offense to
solid,
Can, but when you show up in shorts and a backwards baseball cap,
right?
I don't figure Fargo's 740.
The-
And again, no offense, but that's how I feel about it.
Well, a lot of people underestimate the Parrot Heads, but Jimmy Buffett
Don't
can play
judge
some pool. Yeah,
the book by the Jimmy, but yes. A lot of
I really
references
like
going on there.
I like sticking right behind that 6-ball.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It's hard to not.
Yep, make sure the 2-ball gets a rail, but have that cue ball literally just, marry up to it.
He's got
But
a good line
I
on
think
this
the
bank,
9
though.
goes, though, like you had pointed out earlier, I think before the break. You said that technically this 9-ball banks.
Ooh. Good try. Yeah, that's unfortunately leaving him. I mean, Ken's got to stiff this. I don't like passing this one right now. I don't know. It's hard to tell from here. I think if you pass it, you play it 2 rails. I don't think you're going to be able to stretch it enough for the first one.
Yeah, no, I agree. I almost think bank it to underneath the 6-ball on the middle of the rail and put the cue ball in the same part in the small rail up top. Does that make sense?
Totally.
Now, the
I think
problem with
that's
that is
what
if you don't leave him tripled up, you're leaving him a 1-rail bank. But I just don't know what else to do. I don't think anything's possible here. I guess you could bank the 9-ball 2 rails and have it end here on the right-hand side diamond of the bottom rail and leave the cue ball right where the 9 is.
Oh, was he maybe looking at the Z around?
Yeah, maybe he's looking at the Z for a hook.
The Z to make. No, he's playing at 1 rail.
Oh, God, again, the problem is you clip that 2 and you've changed the game. It's 3-3, I don't know.
So that's what he was looking at the line. Man, I don't see how he's going to spin that ball that much.
I don't either.
Yeah, if that's as low down the rail as you can hit without hitting the 2-ball. Who knows? He can see from there. When it's close to the rail like that, you can hit it a lot wider than you imagine.
Right.
And I guess that helps him spin right back down to the head rail.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, which is...
Oh, man. Great try.
That was makeable.
He played it on the safe side.
That was makeable. Yep, no,
Played
he
it.
didn't clip the balls, and he left the cue ball down there. Good for
Yeah.
him.
All right, Tyler with a stiff 9, but he's pretty close to that rail. Kind of don't think he's going to shoot that ball.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think it might be more possible to back bank the
Back
9-ball
bank it.
to the top left because you don't have to get in there. You don't have to jack up. Now, he's jacking up, though.
I like to play that shot too, but what I feel like is he's more likely to sell at the 2-6 if he does that.
Yeah, that's true.
Nope, he was. Hits it firm enough to get back around, though. That's not a bad shot. Worked out just fine.
Yeah.
Every one bucket player loves this pass here on the 9. I think that's probably what he's shooting. Yep. Hit it a little low. That's unfortunate.
Good speed, though. You
Yeah.
get points. I know he's frustrated, but you get points for leaving it like that.
Oh,
It's
yeah.
not,
What'd I say at the beginning of this match? This is going to be a quick one? I sure called it.
You're a liar.
Yeah, I am a liar. You are a liar.
Goddamn liar.
Playing this 4 rails? It's pretty natural.
Again, I slow roll and go big rail and just slow roll into the 9 and just barely touch it. But they do not like my slow roll shot, if you haven't noticed.
He totally slow rolled it. That's a gorgeous shot. Get up there. Man. Yep, you take the 9 ball away, you don't pocket it. And at that point, you're just hoping your opponent will make a mistake. Unfortunately, 748s don't make a lot of them. Not sure where Tyler's at. Tyler's probably a little higher than that.
I'm sure he's higher than that, yeah. But you can't get much higher than that, to be honest with you.
Not a lot of room to go.
No, there's not a lot of room to go.
I'm good. Do you want something to drink?
No, good. Thank you. Okay, so the 9 will come up.
Gorgeous return shot.
Yep.
Yeah.
He left him
Gonna have
nothing.
to keep waiting for a mistake.
You know, the other thing I like about what he did, I've seen a lot of guys, if you leave him dead straight, they slow roll into the 2, have the 9 hit a rail, and you got nothing. This, leaving a little bit of an angle, makes it more difficult to pull that shot.
Very challenging.
He really pretty much has to clip the 2 and get back up table, or clip something and get back up table.
I like pretending I'm cutting that 9 ball in. I know it's going to go wide. I hope it's going to come back and double up, and I try and get my cue ball back to the center of the table. I really like that shot.
Yeah.
Oh, went a little bit wide. Might have sold a bank. Yeah. Man, end to end here. That ain't an easy one.
Yeah, I don't like it.
So here I like to hit the right edge of the 9 ball, backside, so you're kind of banking the 9 back at that stack.
Yeah.
Cue ball back to about where it's at.
Yeah.
He's going to take a look at it.
She said it might be outside her pay grade. I'm not sure about the way that's it.
It doesn't have to be perfect.
She'll figure it out. It took her a few paint overs, starting over, painting over.
I think just perfection is not making
Rock on their intro that your wife did. I mean, what he did with that rock in the intro
Isn't that cool?
so great. The railbirds, yeah, the statue that hits it. Jesus, I mean, that's, that is a combination of that rock, which is really cool, and Kevin's virtual time. Yeah, so my issue here would be I don't like anything. My tendency is going to be I'm going to bank that 9 ball, 2 rails, short rail, long rail, and leave it next to where the cue ball's sitting right now. And I'm going to leave the cue ball pretty much middle of the table by the 2, and that's not a good shot. That's leaving them a bank. I don't know what else to do. I like your shot, but I'm a little afraid of the scratchy touchiness of it. Mm-hmm. If you go off that 9 and go 2 rails, it heads back to that corner pocket.
You're absolutely
right.
And
that scares me, and I don't see a big benefit of doing that, and because it might scratch, I wouldn't want to do that. So he looks like he's doing more of my shot, where he's just kind of, he might even double him up like that.
Yeah, overhit that a little bit.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I think he's good. He might be able to see that too to clip it, but
I would love to say that's what I was talking about, but that's not quite what I was. That's much better than what I was talking about, but it's close.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you were just talking about banking the 9 a little wider.
A little wider, yeah.
Same idea.
Now he wants to move those as little as possible. The closer they are, the less bankable they are.
Yeah.
The more you
so
angle
try
them.
And double the 6-2 up.
Yeah. That's what you have to do.
Not leave a bank on that 9 ball.
Yeah. Now I have a friend named Todd Gooch that can bank that 9 ball to the bottom left-hand corner more consistently than you would want him to. He's real good with English.
He could bank it to the bottom right as well.
No, bottom left.
I'm
corner.
saying theoretically, I'll bet Todd could bank.
Oh yes, yeah.
He back banks really strong.
No, I agree. He's got a good punch stroke too. Yeah, the straight. Yeah, he might be able to get some draw on that cue ball.
Has Todd ever given you his spiel about tonality of shots?
No.
The noise that he was describing
Oh.
bank shots to me one evening.
No.
Using entirely auditory description.
No.
It's more of a flat than a.
Yeah. Okay.
And it was sad that it made sense a little bit. I don't think it made quite as much sense as he thought it did to me, but I think I may just not have been speaking that language.
Yes. No, I know what you mean.
Definitely the most unique description of pool shooting I've ever seen
Yes.
or heard in my
yeah.
life.
Yeah.
Yeah, he can move that rock though.
That's the thing, you know what I mean? He has lots of theories. He really does. But the thing
Yeah.
is, he also has a stroke that is pretty amazing. So, you know, at
Undeniable.
some point, he kind of knows what. I've also heard him describe and talk to amateurs and help them to learn things. And his way of describing pool, he's got a
Yeah.
knack for it. He can talk about pool as a coach and a teacher in a really successful way, I feel like.
Yeah, I think part of it is that he kind of sees how people respond to what he's saying.
Yes. Now, I think he's just called this in this corner. I don't think it goes.
To two-rail it? Or to
I
sneak it
think
by
a
the
one
two?
rail. Oh.
Oh, my God. He just, wow. Oh, okay,
No.
he wasn't calling that. Was he playing?
Jeez. I don't even know. How's it going, Kevin Ross?
Kevin, what's happening? I mean, how's it going there, Kevin Ross?
Just another day in paradise, just living a dream.
Cheeseburgers in paradise. I'm ready for a cheeseburger. I ate 9 hours ago and it was neat, but I'd like to try it again.
It didn't work.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
It didn't work. No,
It wore off.
I'm hungry again. It wore off.
So we got one game apiece here. Salim, who just won the U.S. Open qualifier. He's a fantastic player, near 750 Fargo rate.
Wow.
Versus Tyler Styer, everyone knows him from the Moscone Cup.
Yes.
Also a fantastic up-and-coming player.
Do you know about what Tyler's Fargo is?
It was
North of 750, but
he didn't play in the last tournament, so I don't remember that offhand. So I remember Salim's because he played in the last tournament we did. So.
where was that tournament? Was that the one in Minnesota?
That was in Chicago at Chris's Billiards, historic Chris's Billiards, because some scenes from The Color of Money were filmed there.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I did not know
Talk
that.
about that.
Very cool.
Yeah, it was the scene when Tom Cruise was playing Keith McCready.
That's
It's like
where they
it's like
broke.
it's like a nightmare, isn't it?
And that's where they all broke at the same time, too. Is that the same? Remember they do
no,
that.
that was
They
like
start the
in
tournament.
that was like in a gymnasium.
Okay, a different place.
Yeah, that was a different place. But yeah, when Vincent Lauria was playing Grady Seasons,
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
and it's like a nightmare, isn't it? That
Yes,
that
yes.
scene was shot at Chris's Billiards.
Okay. I definitely remember Grady saying that to him.
Straight back here. Oh, caught too much. I would have thought he was going to play the 9 first. Looked pretty
Three
good,
rails
though.
on the 9-ball now, maybe?
4 rail on the 2.
2-ball, 1 rail, straight back, grip it and rip it.
Yeah. We've been talking a lot about my hypothetical Revo commercial, and
Yeah.
I think that is the commercial for the Revo right there, is a straight back on that 2 ball.
Yeah.
You can cinch that ball better than any other shaft I've ever seen. But with the
I think he went to
new-
go. I think he went to go switch shafts real quick. He's gonna go put the Revo on.
I almost did that in my last match. I don't think it would have made the difference. Well, he did go for something else. New piece of chalk. Maybe just taking another look at it.
I've definitely changed shafts in the middle of matches.
And Roger was infamous for that.
Yes.
All right. He wants to shoot that too. He just can't pull the trigger.
Yeah, I don't think it goes.
That's really tight. I like the 2 rail on the 9 from here.
No, I think he can stiffen up that too a little.
Yeah, the 2 rail on the 9 or the 3 railer on the 9, but they're close to the same shot.
Yeah. No.
Looks like he's playing safe on the
Yep.
2.
Exactly.
Yeah, he don't know what he's doing. Oh, he just called it at that bottom right corner.
Now, I did notice, though, his hat says he's the boss.
He was the boss at that last tournament that we streamed.
Well, that's where he got the hat, I would assume, Kevin.
Who was the finals of that one? It was Can and that's a 4 railer right there.
Except I think he was going
Forgot
for
to
the.
hit
I think
it.
he was
I
going
think
for the
it was
2
going
rail.
was.
Do you remember who was in the finals with Ken?
Justin. All I can think of is Justin Hall because Can looks like Justin Hall, but
Okay,
He really
okay.
does.
but I can't remember his
Okay.
last name now.
That's all right.
But he gave him one hell of a ride. It was, I believe, it was Hill Finals.
Wow. It's an exciting match. Straight back here on this 2.
Yeah, this one's a little bit easier than that last 2 ball.
Yes.
This is game winner right here. There it is.
Oh. That was a great
Wow,
shot.
he had a lot of draw on that one, didn't he?
Yes, he did. Well, now he's got a more precarious shot on this 9 ball than he would have if he hadn't drawn it quite so much. But
Yeah.
definitely still makeable. Kevin, do you like passing this ball with all the bank
You
pool
are
playing?
definitely asking the wrong guy.
Mike hates passing this ball.
I'm
No,
taking the 9 ball to the bottom left-hand corner, or to the top left-hand
Top
corner,
left,
excuse
yeah.
me. Yeah. Yeah, no, and I think it drags. I think with some right-hand English, you could drag it lower than it needs to go.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Gotta miss it.
Is this back to the side pocket, you think? There's
Like,
not anything better, right?
It
I
goes
guess.
for sure.
It's makeable. Oh,
The
he's
two
looking at
railer
the
he
two rails.
prefers, yeah.
Yep.
Well, sometimes you look at the two railer and it just feels right. This must be one of those times where it's just making sense.
He's figuring like it's straight in. I can't miss.
Also, with the right speed, it probably doesn't sell out too much.
Exactly.
Bank pool thinking.
You're right
It's
about
hard
that,
to
yeah.
hard to figure bank pool thinking. Well, hey, listen. Every game I play, if I leave you a bank, I left you safe.
Yeah.
Bank it,
It's true.
that sucker. You know, that's what I'm playing. These guys, you leave them a bank, you sold out.
Yeah, I'm always stunned at the shots that I shoot that are sellout shots. I'm like, really?
Yeah, really, that was
the
it.
one.
That was the one.
I'll be
right.
darned.
I gambled with a guy a couple nights ago, and I swear to God, he made 5 bank combos in 3 games. I'm like, what?
Wow.
So now bank combo is a thing. I mean, I know it's a thing, but wow.
Is he overcutting this 9 ball? No, he's just going to. I kind of like giving a little more distance there. I liked overcutting the 9 and trying to come back up table.
Yeah, because so close. Now he can go off the point into the 9 and do the same thing to him and make him make a decision, but then he can go up table. And yeah, I agree. I like distance on stuff like this. It's harder to play those little ticky-tacky shots when you're far away.
Yep.
And therefore, you don't try and do them. You do something different.
Yep.
This close, yeah, I'm barely going to move the ball. I have some real options now.
I shot pretty much that shot as a safety in tournament yesterday, and I hung the 9 ball about where it is now. It must have been a little deeper because my opponent approached the table, took a good look at it, and the 9 ball fell. And it had been, a good 10 seconds since I shot, and the ruling on the table was you have to replace the ball where it was. Not spot it, replace it where it was.
Right.
And we couldn't spot the ball. The 2 balls weren't frozen, and we couldn't get it back to the spot. It had to have just hit that perfect glue spot.
Right.
And we couldn't get it back there. It
right.
took us a good couple minutes. We ended up nudging the ball. We both were like,
Here's just
get
what
it.
we're going to agree to do. Yeah, even
Yeah.
though it's not maybe kosher, but yeah.
It was pretty wild.
Just going to keep nudging these a little bit closer and closer to the pockets. Eventually, someone's going to have to pocket a ball.
Yep. Yeah, I think this is a good opportunity to try and get back up table. You can really thin that 6 ball, and it's probably going to come up, but you can probably keep it close enough to that right side pocket that you're not going to sell out too much.
Yeah, if he would have hit that ball hard enough to get the cue ball all the way down table, there's a big risk of that 6 ball popping out where you leave a bank shot.
Too far out. Yep. I think you're right. Rail first?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I would
Rail
love to
first.
be introducing someone to pool with this right here. Saying, well, here's what's going on. They really don't want to make the ball. The goal here is to not make it.
Yeah.
It's like the goal is to not make the ball, I got this game mastered.
Totally.
Sign me up. I didn't know they had tournaments like that.
This is a 2-railer. Yep.
I've had people that have never heard of One Pocket ask me, "What are you guys doing exactly?" I've tried to figure out what you're doing. I can't figure out. It has
haven't
nothing to do
made
with
a
the number
ball
on
in
the balls.
20
It has nothing to do with whether it's stripes or solids.
Yeah.
He keeps leaving you straight at a pocket, but you won't shoot it at that pocket.
The eight
But then
ball's
he
not
shoots
even
at
on the
that
table.
pocket.
And did someone miscue on that break? That was a terrible break.
Right, what an awful break.
Little wide.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
wide.
is it in? No. Oh, man.
Oh, man.
You saw that just stretch wide open.
Yes, it sure did, didn't it? Well, he's got a cross back on the 6, I believe,
He
but
does.
it's a little double kissy. I'm afraid that it's going to land him a little high on that corner
This is
pocket.
the one I had watched Sky and Billy just play 2 rails.
Well, hey,
They
it
weren't
was
even gonna worry about.
fun sitting in with you guys. Maybe I'll pop in again later this week.
Kevin, good seeing you, buddy.
And I hope so.
good
I hope
seeing
to
you
see more
guys.
of you, tomorrow.
So I was wrong.
About what? Oh, he
The
went wide.
6 ball, I thought
Yep.
that the 6 was going to go short. It went wide, yeah.
Well, here's a shot. Yeah, this one's a straight back, but there's a lot of distance there just to fire this ball. Just got this tight little teeny bit of area there. I think that's one of the biggest differences that I noticed with the Revo is that it catches so much more quickly, and as opposed to that long sliding swoop.
Yep.
You just see that. Instantaneously.
No, I agree.
Look at that back of the pocket, and that wasn't forced. I mean, you see how smooth that shot was.
Right, yep.
All right, Tyler taking that second or third game, going up 2-1. Him to break, like we were saying, this is a winner's option format, bank pool tournament, a race to 3 here at the Derby City Classic 2020. How many years they've been doing this thing?
Ooh, I don't know. I heard 1999, a reference. I mean, I
years.
think I think since 1996. I'm going to say since 96.
All right. Well, it's certainly the greatest pool tournament I've ever been to in my life, and I've done almost nothing but lose so far. So
There's a Banks tournament, and they have 451 players in it. And I look around, and I think 80% of them are pros.
Yeah.
People from different countries. I mean, Jason
Shaw, right?
Yes, yeah. Everywhere you look is a pro. I heard somebody talk about the Worlds in Vegas, and I have not been to the Worlds in a while, so I don't know. But I know here, everywhere I look is a pro, and they're from Europe, they're from the Philippines, they're from the Ukraine, they're from everywhere. And if there's not the most pros per capita here, then it's got to be in the top 3 or top 5, certainly.
Chris Melling talking to Jason Shaw over there.
Yeah, that's what's that guy's name?
I don't remember, but he's incredible.
He's amazing. Anyway, he's amazing.
Was the person describing Worlds calling them whirlies?
I don't know.
Because
There's Kirsten, or she's the Russian blonde girl.
I was playing some bench with her yesterday.
Kirsten, yes, you were.
2
You were
days
warming
ago.
up with her. Yes. I thought you were in a match with her, maybe.
She looked at me like it was a big dummy. I was just like, "You mind if I hit some with you?" And she's like, "Okay." Yeah, it was great. She hit the ball pretty well. She's part of the Roy's Basement crew,
Yes,
right?
she is. Yes, she is. Yeah.
All right,
that's pretty
9
cool.
up. Nobody's got a ball so far.
7 ball, 1 rail up top.
Mm-hmm.
So the game count, Tyler is now at 2.
Ooh, caught it tight. And took care of Whitey.
I'm basically a computer whiz, if you haven't noticed that.
It's exceptional watching you run this thing. I mean, I know you can play pool, but you can play a keyboard.
I'm like an onion.
Stinky and growing the dirt.
Make you cry. I don't know. I was thinking layers, but
layers.
I don't know.
A lot of different
Thin
layers.
skinned. I don't know.
But a lot of skin.
A lot of skin, right? It's thin, but
And a skin that
there's an
gets stuck in
exceptional
your,
amount.
Never
yes.
get that stuff off your
Yes,
fingers.
I'm good with burritos.
Yeah. Make you cry. Mike D and the Make You Cry.
Right. I think he's got to shoot the 4-ball, one rail up top.
I think you might be right.
Sure,
Sherry Ross,
jump
what do you
in.
think? Yeah, I think that 4-ball upper left.
Hello, Sherry Ross.
Hello there, guys. How are we?
Good, how are you?
Hey, we're hanging in there.
I saw your guy, Sky Woodward. He's playing good.
Just clipping that 7. Watch,
Yeah.
watch the scratch here.
He had a tough match earlier,
Ooh.
Nice
Real
shot.
set.
Get out of there.
but he almost had it. Good job.
I think Billy just ran out of set on somebody over there. Everybody was clapping and hooting and hollering afterwards. He was done in like 10 minutes.
Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
There's a reason why he won this tournament last year.
Yeah.
And he's a Southern guy, right? You know, they play a lot of-
He's from Ohio.
Okay.
Yep. These Midwest guys
Midwest,
love
okay.
their
Yep,
banks.
yep.
Oh, yeah.
Love their banks.
Trucks and banks.
Yep.
Bedazzled jeans. Man, our buddy Trey drew him in the first round. And, yeah, he's amazing.
Just destroyed
Yeah.
Billy's just a phenomenal player.
Yep. So are we banking the 6 here? Is he crossing the 6?
It looks like it. I don't feel like you can
Looks
see a big
like
enough
it.
piece of it.
Yes.
Shows what
Center
I
of the
know.
hole. Tyler's been struggling a little bit lately. We actually got to a month ago did another U.S. Open qualifier, and he played in it. And I don't think he came in the money.
Wow.
And we thought for sure this
be
one
darned.
that we did last weekend he was going to show up for that one because it's a $100 entry for a $1,000 entry, plus there was over $1,000 in prize money to go with it too. And then I think maybe he was at the Music City Open or something else.
I do know he was at Music City.
Yeah, so that's what
Yeah.
it had to have been. And actually, Can actually won that the tournament last. Yes.
That's what Kevin was saying. That's awesome.
Yeah, played phenomenal.
That was a 9-ball. What was the race?
It was race to 7, and then the finals was an extended race to 9.
Mm-hmm.
And we were at the famous Chris's Billiards.
Okay, yes.
In Chicago, where part of The Color of Money was filmed.
So
That's
cool.
amazing.
If you haven't been there, you need to check it out.
Yeah.
And if you haven't been here,
Oh, you
this
definitely
is
gotta
like
hit
every
Derby.
pool
Yeah.
player's bucket list.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
No, I agree.
Yeah, I mean, there's a bunch of people here, but I'm looking around and seeing empty seats, and I'm just like, where is everyone?
They're all over there watching Tony Chohan play.
I wanted to say I really like the extended race format. I
Not
sure
quite enough.
would like
Yep.
to see that get more popular. Scheduling is so difficult with tournaments.
Yeah, with
and
the
with
double dip.
streaming and with all the other things are
Yeah.
getting more complicated in the world of pool. And I think things like the double dip that can make a match take twice as long, which sometimes can be a 4-hour swing in a Moscone Cup, Northwest Cup team
Yeah,
kind
absolutely.
of a situation.
Yeah.
It can be a 4-hour swing. You can go 8 hours instead. I really would like to see more extended races go.
But for those critics of the split, I mean, that's how you avoid the split, is you do that extended race format as opposed to the two
Yep.
races, which could go on forever. That's
Yes.
one of the
A
things they're
big
doing.
reason people split is because it's 1 in the morning, dude.
Yeah.
We
Let's
gotta
get
split.
out of here.
Do I really feel like fighting right now? No.
Tyler hit that one really
well, if nothing else,
wide.
the bartender
Really
and the
wide.
waitresses are telling you, you
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
be done in 40 minutes. And,
Well,
totally.
at Chris's Billiards, you park out front between December something and February, whatever it is,
Yeah.
March.
Yeah.
Got to be off the road by 3 o'clock in the morning. Or else they come and start towing cars.
Oh, my
and
God,
we
wow.
finished
Some
the
sort of
tournament
Chicago
at
rule.
3 o'clock
Yeah.
in the morning.
Everybody's walking home, basically.
Yeah, so they're outside making sure cars don't get towed while we're upstairs packing up
Jeez,
our
oh,
equipment.
my God. Yeah.
Anyway,
So I just wanted to throw that in because that's one of the
Yeah.
things. And another thing I have some involvement in, I'm trying to push extended race.
I like the
like
extended
that.
race, but I don't like the. It should be at least be a race and a half. It's like a
Yeah.
race to 7 should go to 11.
I agree.
And
I
not
agree.
9.
I agree.
Not 7
I
to
agree.
9.
I
I
agree.
Yeah.
totally agree.
Yep.
Get in there.
Oh, man.
Shortened it up a little bit. I was noticing. This is the table that Sky and Joshua were playing on earlier, right?
Yes, it was. Yes.
And somebody had said something about balls rolling off because Ashley was actually streaming it. And,
Okay, yes.
and it did look like something. And that's what happens. You got 40 some tables set up or 50 tables, whatever it is.
Yep.
and
Yep. Yep. Yeah.
Nothing's going to be perfect.
Yeah. No, I agree.
All right, so Cam's going to take a one-rail swing at this 4-ball here. He'd like to stiffen. Oh, he was going 3 in the side. He was stiffening it up to hold for that 1 ball.
Yeah, and he liked the results if he
did.
was going to miss, too. He likes,
Ken got a ball there.
Okay,
So
good
we're
deal. Thank you.
2-1, Tyler. Tyler's got a good shot at this 1 ball. Not a lot to sell out right now. I guess that 9-ball banks back at the side if he gets low enough.
Do you think he can cross this here, go forward with it, and maybe send the cue ball into the 5-2 here?
I think he's stiffing this. I think it'd be a hard
I don't
one
think
to
he can cross it. I think he's got to stiffen it.
Stiffen it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good shot. He's got probably going to bank that 9 at the lower left-hand pocket.
Yeah,
That's
I mean,
what
it's
I'd
really
imagine.
the only open shot, and the cue ball's going to open up the 4-3 a little bit there.
Yep.
Yeah.
What
He can keep from
what about
hitting
2 rails on this 9 rather than just 1?
Back upper left.
Yeah.
I love that.
Because, you know, he's been hitting things a little bit short, the little bit that I've seen here.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I
Get a picture of us.
Wait, hand it to me backwards.
How old is Rick?
He's like,
All of a sudden,
he's
Rick's
at
96
he's at least
years old.
12 and a half. You? I think he's too short to.
Why would you want to see down my shirt?
that's a good angle for us.
Thank you.
Oh, look at that shot. Boom.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can.
I'm growing him.
Incredible shot there by Can.
Yeah. So does this 5 bank?
I think it does.
Cross corner?
Thank
Length of the table?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
So I saw Justin Hall, and I was telling people how that this kid looks so much like Justin 10 years ago. Sans belly.
Yeah, really. Okay.
It's so funny.
And I saw Justin in the elevator after we got here the other day, and I was talking to him, and he says everybody says that.
Really?
I mean, the way Ken walks around the table, the way he shoots, and even the way he looks. I was showing some videos from
interesting.
last year's Derby City to some people, and they're like, they could be twins.
Wow.
But, yeah, I really like, he is so confident, and just, sometimes he may rush things a little bit too much, but this kid plays. What do they call it? What was his nickname was I think the Russian Assassin?
The Russian Assassin, all right.
Cam's nickname, the Russian Assassin? Isn't that what it was?
I believe it.
Cam's nickname, the Russian Assassin? Isn't that what it was?
Well, I can tell you one thing. I don't know what
German
Justin
assassin.
Hall's Fargo is.
No,
but
no,
but
that's
his
what it was.
humor
The German-
Fargo
the German
is about
sniper.
A 900. That is one of the funniest people that has ever lived.
Who? Who's that?
Justin Hall.
Oh, he is hilarious.
He jokes at about a 900 level.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm sorry, he's German. It was the German sniper. I thought it was
the German
assassin.
sniper, okay,
yeah.
okay.
If they did. We actually the tour that did this tournament. They actually have them fill out player bios for us to be able to talk about some of the players.
Nice. That's wonderful. I would like to see more of that.
He travels the world. It says, where do you live? It says Germany, the Philippines,
Wow.
China.
Wow, that's cool.
That's pretty awesome. So he does travel to China for the Chinese 8-ball?
Yep. He goes and plays tournaments all over the world.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, it's
Hard to finance
gotta
that.
be nice.
You know,
Yeah.
it's a two-part thing sometimes. You see that with the pros, and I hope someday that changes. But I got to say, you got to have a level of skill and talent, and then you also have to have the financial situation
gotta have a backer.
where you can be not only afford to go across the country, but afford to not be home making money to pay your rent.
Right.
Exactly.
And to do that for years on end, you do that for a year, you're nobody. You have to make a life out of doing that.
also have to have an
It's
attractive
tough.
enough life on the road to make it worth you giving up all of the things that you
You
give
have
up
to be
a
okay
road
with an
player.
Right.
airplane and
And
with
that
motel
life
rooms.
ain't for
and, yeah,
everybody.
it's-
How much do you
yeah.
think Ashley's going to let Sky go?
Yeah, what do they got? 6 more months and there's a
Oh,
little
no,
baby coming?
April.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, man, that kid's going to come out banking the ball. You kidding me?
Yeah. They'll probably hate pool.
Oh. Yeah, I think that goes one of two ways if you cram it down their throat. But when Dad's a hero, I think.
Yeah. So we're going one rail in the side with the 1 ball.
I
He just pointed at the
Don't-
side pocket.
buy it.
3 rails with the 5, and not that. I don't. There's just 1 rail.
Look at that shot.
A little bit too much speed, a little easier. That ball probably rolls a little bit. And
You can shoot that shot from that half
If
of the
if I'm his opponent, I walk out and put the one ball in the pocket right now and give it to him.
Totally.
Say,
Yeah,
listen,
you
you
get
hit
the
the
ball.
point. That was amazing. You get the one ball. I'm marking the ball. It's your shot. Go ahead.
so I think
Corey was having people put the cue ball here and shoot it in the side pocket and betting them $20 as long as you'd bet a few, but they couldn't do it and people were missing it.
I think he's just going to stiffen this one up.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, and no combinations allowed. So regardless if that 4-3 is wired up, it's not a legitimate shot.
Yeah, that really affects this game, doesn't it? That it's got to go clean and no combos, no bank
no
combos.
combos,
It
no
really-
kicks,
yep,
no
yep.
nothing like that. Object ball first into the amount of rails you said into the pocket you called,
the amount-
and
exactly.
hit nothing else.
That's a set winning bank right there. I mean, this is
Yeah,
this is going to be tight.
he's going to have to draw the cue ball out of there to get it out of the way, isn't he?
But he's going to keep it right on the inside of that V.
Yeah.
And you're going to watch that ball just arc right around it.
A little bit of draw with inside will stiffen this ball up, straighten it up, straight down
he
the
tried
rail.
to pass it.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
And it didn't miss by much.
No.
Oh, does he leave
That
it straight in?
He's going to leave it straight in for Can. Oh, that's
With a
much worse.
breakout?
With
Oh,
a
with a
breakout,
breakout.
possibly. Grip it and rip it, right?
Yeah, yeah.
I think you have to.
You got to.
Man. Highlight reel. I think Can's out.
I'm just going to put it out there, jealous of Joel Peck right now.
Isn't that cool?
He got to play
just
my
looked up
idol.
here and I was like, oh.
I'd have been giddy, peeing my pants, little schoolgirl. I mean,
So cool.
He won a game too, Sharon.
Yeah, I know,
He
and
won a
almost
game.
won
Almost
too.
won too.
Yes, yes.
Right? I mean, yeah. No,
Dude.
and so Joel's a nobody to everybody here, but don't fall asleep on that boy because he likes him some banks.
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he does.
Oh, no,
Oh, it went. How did it go
Wow.
around those?
That's what he's wondering.
I mean, he's only got half a pocket. Just got to
Yeah,
hit
so
that
he's going to
perfect.
go down the.
That's a
Got a
heartbreaker.
spot 2 up. Fortunately, he's got a
He made
spot
the ball.
2.
He's
Yeah.
got a spot 2.
Now, what about a length of the table bank on the 4 ball for the game winning, for
It's
the match
in the kitchen.
winning?
Can't shoot it.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Otherwise, I like it. Now this is the clip off the 9 to hope that the 5 goes to the foot rail, 9 goes to the side rail, and they both come back together.
And you want to put the cue ball all the way back
all
down
the way
table.
back down.
Yeah. So you'd
See how he hits it.
He'd like to have it either frozen to the end rail, or if he can get up underneath that 3-4.
Yeah, that would be amazing. And I suspect that's what he's doing because otherwise, I think he would slow roll and marry the cue ball to the 9 and have the
Just
5
bump
hit
it.
the rail.
Yeah.
If he's not planning on taking a hook, I don't know why he's taking a more difficult shot.
I think if he had more balls there, he would. But I
Yeah,
think
see, and I'm wrong.
he's just trying to double it
He's
up.
trying to double them up and freeze it on the end rail.
Because of that 4-3, it doesn't really bank that way. But again, I think of guys like Gooch that'll bank that 9 ball in a heartbeat.
Totally.
Whereas if you had married the cue ball to the 9 ball, he wouldn't have a shot right now.
Well, and yeah.
Yeah.
That was the mistake I made. So in my last match, I ran 3 and out, and I had a 3-ball cluster and my cue ball here, and I drilled the bank and scratched 2 rails.
Oh, ouch.
And I know the scratch from there, but I shot it to try and get out of the way and just hit it perfect.
He may just bank this 4 out of there and stick the cue ball on the back of the 3, maybe. Just
Can't tell how close that 4 and 3 are. He may have a shot
Yeah,
on the 3 ball.
I mean, it's obviously the 4 either goes in the side or it doesn't. I don't think it does, or he would have shot it.
no, he's just
clipping it.
Ripping up on it.
Yeah.
Doesn't want him to come apart too far.
But probably does want to get him in play.
Oh yeah, absolutely. He needs to because he
yeah.
needs all of them from here.
It's all 4.
Tyler needs 1. Ken needs them all.
I like knocking this 9 ball, or sorry, that 4 ball up by the 5 and trying to sit the cue ball right back where he was pointing behind
Yeah,
the 3.
that'd be a nice shot.
John Mora.
Johnny Mora coming up and saying he lost one.
Yeah, he just said loser.
Right?
Yes, he did. And I think he's still doing it. That was he had shoulder problems, and so he had to, from all of the years of playing pool and stuff, he started getting shoulder issues, and so he had to switch to playing left-handed. And gosh, who did he beat over there earlier on the 10-foot table? I was looking at the brackets, and now I don't remember who it was he played that he beat.
Look at that. Sorry, Corey's up 7-3 on Dennis.
Oh, my gosh.
Both of us at the beginning of this are like, yeah,
Right.
we'll take Dennis.
Yeah, right.
Should have taken it.
Corey went from being the prince of pool to the principal of pool.
That's funny.
Pretty funny.
To me, now I guess it's just probably my age, but he was one of the first people I remember coming out where people are like, wow, these young kids are coming out and kind of changing things and kicking. But he was one of the first young, and that's where Prince of Pool came, because there were so few young people that it was striking that he was young, and he got a name based on that. Where now I feel like it's much more expected
and then
to see
a few years
Billy
later, Shane
Right.
Shane
That's
comes
in the-
out.
oh,
That's
yes,
it. That's
yes,
in the
that's in
whole.
Yep.
Well, Sky, your
That's
guy.
Wow.
Oh, great match.
Well, congratulations there to Tyler Styer,
Yeah.
ending it with a beautiful back bang.
Do either of these two have a loss? Do you know?
No.
Don't know.
okay.
That's why I like Sherry Ross. Sherry, thanks for sitting in with us.
Yeah,
we appreciate
thanks
it.
for having me.
Clark, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Good job. Good
Sherry,
job.
Good to see
Yeah.
you.
We'll see y'all on the flip side.